Hello, I'm Æyers, and this week I'll be making a wooden ring. The first step is to pick a wood. I've picked purple heart because it's, well, purple, and because it's a hardwood. Hardwoods are durable but more difficult to work with, but it's worth it for rings. The next step is picking a section of the wood that you're going to carve the ring out of. So the first thing is you want to look at the grain and make sure that the whole of the ring is perpendicular to the grain of the wood. So the grain of the woods are coming through this way for this wood, and so I'm going to put the ring like this in there, if that makes sense. The next thing you want to consider is just try to pick a good spot in your wood. There could be damage on one side, or there could be a particularly interesting grain pattern or something like that. Then it's time to measure out the section that you'll be using. So I've already done this. You can see that I've measured out different places I'm going to cut to get this little section of wood out, and then that's where the ring's going to come out of. Once I've used a handsaw and a drill to get that basic octagon shape, it's time to use a carving knife to fine-tune the shape. I gave myself a couple millimeters of leeway with the handsaw and the drill, which doesn't sound like much, but when you're carving, it turns out to be a lot. I need 2 or 3 millimeters both on the inside diameter and on the outside to both round it out and decrease how much material is left. I know when I'm done carving the inside diameter of the ring, when the ring can fit over an expo marker like this. That's because this expo marker is slightly smaller than my finger, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sandpaper around here, slide the ring over it, and then rotate it like this, and that'll get the final shape to be almost a perfect cylinder. It was my anniversary this week, and so I spent 5 out of the 7 days with my wife, which was great, but I did not finish the ring. I did manage to do a lot of the carving. I finished the carving on the inside diameter, but I have not finished the carving on the outside diameter. The carving I have left is a couple millimeters off the whole circle on the outside, a couple millimeters down on this side, and then finally I like to cut a little notch into one side just to give my fingers something to rub when I'm wearing it. Once I'm done carving, I'll need to use the coarse sandpaper to get the exact shape down. What I'll do there is I'll sand it for a little while, and then I'll put it on, see how it feels, and then continue sanding until it feels the way I want it to. Once it's the right shape, I'll use finer and finer sandpaper to get it to a smooth finish. And then, because it's purple wood, there's a special step here that I haven't had to do before. Purple heart wood doesn't always look purple. When I've been carving, that inside is actually a brown color and not purple at all. And so once I've sanded the whole thing, it'll actually be a brown ring. The way to get that purple color out of the purple heart wood is to wet it a little bit and set it in the sun. What that does is the water dissolves the purple pigments in the wood, and then as it dries, the water is drawn to the surface and then evaporates, leaving behind that purple pigment right at the surface. Once I've got that nice purple color, I'll have to finish it off with tung oil to protect the wood from water and from scratches and to give it a nice shine. Despite not finishing the ring this week, it's not going to be next week's project, but I will keep working on it in the background. Next week, I'm going to try to learn the song Touch the Sky on guitar. I'll have to learn a new strumming pattern, and I'll have to find a way to make it feel right in my voice. Should be fun. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and see you next week.